Trophied up. Yeah. Hey, do yo. Trophied up. Yeah. Hey, do yo. Trophied up. Do your dance when the G's up. G. Spaced out, got me geeked up. 10 toes on the west, can I beat us? You cannot. Shining every time they meet us. Rack 'em up, since 96. Yeah. Been number one in LA, something slight, that's the gist.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Talking Galaxy live watch along of LA Galaxy versus Toluca. CONCACAF quarterfinals matchup today. Kickoff is going to be around, I think, 8:10 p.m., maybe 8:08. Today, I'm here joined by Tab. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I couldn't join yesterday because my co-ed game, we won the game, if anyone's wondering. But,
There we go. What was the score? What was the score?
It's like 8-2 or something like that. So probably something like that today as well, I'm guessing. So we'll see.
Yeah, maybe to Toluca.
Yeah. That'll be the aggregate score overall for the tie.
What's this game being streamed on? I believe.
On FS2 and then TUDN.
So it won't work on Apple TV.
No.
I hate that.
We did the stream for the other CONCACAF games, and you had no problem, I think.
What?
You had no problem streaming it the last time we did Watchalong.
Fox, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, let me have a look at that. How's everyone doing? How are we feeling tonight, chat? I know we're coming off of a 2-1 loss against Minnesota. We got the lineup here if you want to go through it, Tab.
Yeah, so in goal we got Marcin Zakowski, which kind of isn't a big surprise, I feel like, after he started in the last few games. Defense, you got Nelson, Yoshida, Garces, and Yamane. In the midfield, you have Stuart Winder as a double pivot with Eric Thompson in front of him. And then up top, you got Gabriel Peck, Harbor Mill on the wings, and then João Klaus at the 9. I said this in the group chat. I think this is probably the strongest lineup we have, bar Aude, currently, in form and everything. So you don't seem to agree with that, and not many other people did. So what do you think is missing from this squad?
First of all, I think Sanabria is missing from this squad. I don't know why Eric Tommy starting once again. I just haven't seen much from him to say that he should be warranting a start in this game. So I would start there. Eric Tommy hasn't really shown me much. Maya Yoshida, I mean, look, we talked about it yesterday on the live podcast, the fact that our center back position isn't looking too good right now because Amiro Garces obviously at fault for the second goal. Justin Hack hasn't looked much better. But it's Yoshida at the end of the day. He got torched against Colorado. He hasn't been too good, but I think Dylan would like this lineup to an extent because he was talking about the fact that Yoshida's been our second best center back, and my response is that I don't think the bar is very high. So it's Toluca. It's going to be a good test. Yamane, I mean, I don't care at this point. Like it is what it is.
Kind of been dropping stinkers after stinker. I can't lie.
I think I predicted Yamane to start this match. I think I predicted most of this lineup. I want to say I predicted Hack and Yoshida, though. I thought Garces was getting dropped after the last match. And then I didn't think Miller would start this game. I thought he would start at the weekend. So starting Miller against Toluca, I'm happy with that, though. We talked about the fact that the Galaxy, you want to see guys with more drive and more heart in the squad right now, people who want to bounce to Europe one day. And Harbor Miller is one of those people. And it's like, what better way to make a name for yourself than to play against the, back-to-back Liga MX champions. And, you go out, you have put on a showing and people will be watching. And it could give them more opportunities down the line this season. So you like this lineup, though. I don't think it's our strongest, but, we could go through the Toluca lineup here as well.
Yeah. And then another important part about this, no Joseph Paints on the bench. So if you're looking for attacking piece off the bench, you have Marco Royce, and that's pretty much, you got Ruben Ramos Jr. as well. So maybe he gets some run in some minutes. So the attacking options off the bench are looking pretty bleak. But going into Toluca's lineup, you got Alexis Vega, you got Diaz up top, and Angulo. Those are their main strike force. Paulinho, the number 9, who's wearing number 26-13. He's their goal scorer, so they have to look out for them. In the midfield, they got Gallardo, Romero, Castro, and then Helinho on the right side. Helinho likes his long shot. He's probably spammed at least 5 of those versus SD in the second leg, so Hopefully Marcin Kowski's ready to save some of those. And then in defense, you got Simone, Pereira, Mendez, and in goal you got Garcia. So I mean, it's a strong lineup from them. Obviously, they're missing Marcel Ruiz, who is their kind of playmaker, the number 10, because he tore his ACL, or I think it's partially tore. So he'll be out for both the tie. But other than that, it's a pretty strong lineup that we're going against. Full strength from Toluca.
Yeah. Once again for Toluca, I'm sure they're going to be very motivated to win in Mexico because going back to LA, I mean, not that the Digs has been a fortress, which it hasn't, but you know, they want to have a strong showing here. They want to put this beyond doubt in Mexico. That way we come back to LA and we're like, well, we could just throw out a rotation lineup, like we're down 4-0, you know, type of thing. Like that's what they want. So there's going to be a sense of urgency. I imagine they're going to be very forward, very direct. And yeah, the long shots are something to watch out for. Set pieces as well. It's how they killed us in that Campeones Cup final, just long shots and set pieces. So keep an eye out on that. We kept it close last time we played them. That was at home. We had a lead at a point. We're up 2-1. We bottled that. But I'm very excited to watch the Galaxy against a quality opponent like Toluca. Even if I don't necessarily think we'll win, I do want to see the Galaxy pour their hearts out. And if we can nab an away goal or two, keep it close, even get a draw would be probably best, most realistic case scenario if that could happen. So yeah, your prediction, Tab?
I know you went 4-1 loss. I'm gonna go. Let's see. I'm gonna go 3-1 Toluca. So just one less. But I think Toluca's gonna get a couple goals, and I hope we should get one away goal. That's the main takeaway I think from us.
Wait, is your game underway?
I don't have it pulled up right now.
My game is 11 seconds into the match. I believe we have kicked off. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the Galaxy tried a weird little kickoff strategy to pin them deep, which is woke nonsense. I hate that. It does it on FIFA sometimes. And I'm like, why is FIFA doing these like Mikel Arteta tactics? I'm going to stick with 4-1. Lone goal scorer being Gabriel Peck. I'm going to back myself. I don't think this lineup has changed much for me.
I'm going 2-1 Toluca.
Okay. All right. You know, I don't think this lineup's changed much for me, but if anything, probably reassured me a little more that this will be 4-1 Toluca. But the longer this game stays 0-0, the more it favors the Galaxy, you know, the more it frustrates Toluca because they have a sense of urgency. So they are on the wing, however, and they have a man back post. And wow, that was a good defensive hustle by Elijah Winder there. That was nice.
I'm a little heavy right now. I'm at a minute 30 right now.
Oh, dang. All right. Let's sync it. I'm at a minute 24.
Okay. You want to try refreshing once and see if you can get higher? Or
let me see. Can we get much higher? So high. All right. I'm at a minute 42.
Okay. I'm at 54, so I'll slow it down for you.
Yeah, pause.
Tell me when you're at 2 minutes and then I'll stop.
All right, bet. Elijah Winder on that first play just saves the Galaxy's butts there. I am at 2 minutes now.
Okay. Or it should be in sync now.
Okay, perfect. You know, Elijah Winder, he's been great, I think, for the Galaxy this season. He stepped into that number 8 role and he's been a starter and he hasn't looked out of place once again. We talked about it on the pod last night. I think almost any position's up for the taking at this point. The Galaxy are in that mode where it's like, okay, you know, throw out roster designations, like people's jobs are on the line. In that kind of environment, you're just going to need players that are in the best form. And Elijah Winder's been great. So, yeah, definitely give him his flowers in that. And yeah, I mean, what do you want to see from this match, Tab, besides a win or a result?
I think getting that away goal is going to be crucial. Taking that back to the Digs and hopefully we can play that to your advantage. But you obviously don't want to concede a blowout as well. So I say try to concede less than 3 goals, which is a good thing because it keeps you in grasp of maybe an upset in the second leg. And then second thing is get that away goal. That's all we need. One of those away goals could be crucial later on the second leg.
Your 2-1 loss prediction, I would honestly take as a good result. Um,
Peck's in here. Oh,
from Mexico. Oh, you're still ahead of me.
okay. What are you at now?
325.
Okay.
And Peck's end product's been it's been abysmal recently.
I'm at 33, 34, 35.
I'm like a few seconds behind still.
Okay. Here, tell me when you're at 4, and then I'll pause when you get there.
But Klaus running through the midfield. It was weird seeing Klaus at times almost play on the wing last game.
Oh, Sean Nelson, bro.
Minnesota. Yeah, Nelson just can't control that one. I'm at 4.
All right. I think I got it this time.
All right, let's see.
7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
10, 11, 12,
Yeah.
13.
Right.
Okay,
We're in sync.
close enough.
Yeah.
Their
coach is an interesting guy. Didn't last year in the Campeones Cup, he got a red card or something, so his son was coaching or something like that. Something weird.
This guy is drip. I respect it, actually.
Got more drip than Danny.
Yeah, Tigres are beating Seattle 2-0 as it stands right now.
I think the game ended. So Seattle's got some work to do. Nelson's got absolutely cooked down that left wing.
Oh, Alexis Vega. Good. That's what I want to see.
Wide open there.
Yeah.
It's good collapsing, but he when he got the ball, he was wide open, and it's like probably no one within at least 3 yards of him.
Yeah, Toluca's looked very potent going forward. Like they've been creating a lot just 5 minutes in. They've had a few chances that we've just had some good last ditch defending. It is interesting because if the Galaxy do, lose big here, which, hopefully not, but it's a possibility. Toluca's a very good team.
Jeez.
Almost 1-0 Toluca.
Billy Beanie's hit a second earlier than me. I looked in the chat and said, "Oh my geez, so close." I'm like,
yeah.
Jeez.
You
have to get in sync with this, Will.
Yeah. So Toluca, obviously being a very good opponent as they are, Greg Vanney's kind of potentially putting his job on the line with Maya Yoshida, at the back, which is interesting. I think
it's a good choice. I think Yoshida brings the veteran presence. So that's why I think that's what my suggestion was to. You're at 6:30. He's a whole 30 seconds ahead of us.
That badge looks massive on that tracksuit from Greg.
That's some Temu stuff right there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's some Coca 101 like fan jersey version. Ooh, good press by Klaus. I like that. Put him under a bit of pressure here. Let's see.
Yeah, but going back, I think Yoshida is a good choice at center back because Hack has played no Mexican teams, I'm pretty sure, in Mexico in his whole career. So having Yoshida, who's played in Tigres last year, he kind of gives that veteran presence, and that's kind of what he gives overall. So I'm fine with it.
Yeah, definitely. That's fair. I don't trust Yoshida at the back. I really just don't feel like he's a liability. But if I had to drop someone, I honestly would have dropped Garces before Hack. But I understand neither of them have been particularly good. So once again, nobody's unbenchable. Let's just see how it all plays out. And then, we'll see. I'm a little skeptical of that decision.
Backpost is wide open again.
Forward into the middle. And it is almost 1-0 to Toluca again.
That back post every time's wide open.
Yeah.
Vega cuts in, Imane comes with him, and then no one's covering that back post.
Man.
Helenia's going to be a problem on that left side.
Yeah, if they could get actually somebody just position better in the box, they have better positioning, I think they would have a shot here. I love the fact that we have the patch that says 1 on it. People could pretend like that doesn't count because it's like in the year 2000 or whatever, but that absolutely counts. The funniest thing in my opinion is when people are like, your league title from like, the 2010s doesn't count. It's like, dude, how are we discounting league titles in a league that's like a baby in comparison to all the other leagues? Like, how have we already started this as a league, man?
People that probably Real Madrid fans, and they're thinking, oh, they're probably flexing their 15 UCL trophies. So it's
Yeah,
like,
from like the 60s.
yeah,
It's like, you know, oh, Toluca's in here.
gee,
That's a good idea from
they're
them.
just pulling out our
Yeah.
defense, and it's absolutely stretched. And one time they're gonna get stretched, and they're just gonna get penetrated.
Whoa, what's
We're talking about soccer right now. Don't worry.
and just okay.
Try to get that Mark Goldbridge content in here.
Yeah, this guy's trying to clip farm guys. Yeah, I mean that's a way of interpreting the game, I guess. Yeah, I mean they're just toying with us right now, man. Like it just feels like that 9 minutes into this match, almost like how PSG were toying with Liverpool today, playing with their food a bit. It could
I
come
wasn't
back.
watching.
What?
I wasn't watching the Liverpool game because I was watching the Barca game. Was that game close or was 2-0
No,
a
it
fair
wasn't
result?
close. No, it could have been like 4 or 5 PSG. Like
Jeez.
easily. I'm not even just saying that. Like it should have been. It's just they were toying with us and they were leaving opportunities on the table.
You're saying they kept it 2-0 because they want to slide in the second leg. They don't get them sacked after the first leg by
Yeah,
an
exactly.
absolute.
That's what I said in the group chat. They want to go to Anfield so they could belt us. No new coach boost. Let's see.
TVG will not. Is Steven Gerrard still coaching, or is he gets sacked by whatever
He
Saudi
got
team is at?
sacked in Saudi. See, some certain coaches, you could love the nostalgia factor of it, but like some coaches are just not it, not cut out for it. That's how I feel when people like suggest Donovan for the Galaxy. Like very similar as I feel Stevie G with Liverpool, where it's
There we
just
go.
like, oh,
Harbour
I mean,
Mill on the wing.
yeah, Harbor going
Let's see what you
forward.
can do. Do not take that.
Tommy,
Oh,
Tommy,
okay. I was about to
I
say,
like
do not take that shot, but I don't mind.
I like that. Yeah, I actually do. Test the goalkeeper. We need to put them under some pressure here. You can't make them feel too comfortable just playing around us. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, Heck brings up a good point. We just got to open up to look and just penetrate them. I was talking about what they're doing to us. Why don't we just do it back? Great minds think alike.
yeah. Okay. Do y'all think the goalie switching is hurting the team's performance? I don't think it has any effect, positive or negative. If I'm being
Oh, I
honest.
just got a notification.
I don't really think it matters.
I just got a notification someone scored. So I'm going to turn on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah. Well, I think I know who. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, the long ball. That's no offs.
I was
No
just so wide
off?
open.
If he's not offside, then who's let that just happen? Castro scores 1-0 to Luca. I mean, let me see a replay on that. I mean,
He was probably like at least 3 yards ahead of all our defenders when the ball.
how is that?
Like,
Okay,
in the
I need
air.
a replay. I'm in desperate need of a replay right now, actually.
That comes
Okay,
from,
we're
let's
just
see,
panning to
that's
Garces and
Yoshida's
Winder.
side.
Let's see.
That's our center midfielder.
Give me a
Let's see.
replay. Yeah, he's on. He's on. Yoshida, man. Did they just completely forget that man existed? Nobody picks him up. Nelson didn't pick him up. Yoshida didn't pick him up. They were just not worried, and he just makes a simple running behind. I mean, the through ball was coming. Nobody checks their back shoulder, and it's a simple finish. Nothing JT can do about it. 1-0 to Luca. All right. Well, we talked about the fact that my Yoshida is the guy that Greg Vanny's potentially resting his job on, and I don't think that decision's paying off right now. But yeah.
Oh, it could be in for a long one.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, you don't want to get. We talked about the fact the longer this game could stay 0-0, the better it is for the Galaxy. This is worst case scenario because it's like, okay, you're down 1-0 within the first 15 minutes. Did I predict this on the pod? I feel like I predicted the fact that we're going to go down 1-0 within like the first 15
VAR on that.
Yeah.
That's the second time we conceded a goal in 2 games where it's just a long ball over the back line and they should get onto it.
Also, I see people blaming the Watchalongs for the reasons why the Galaxy don't have a good.
No, that's not on us.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we are the issue, guys. I thought that was off of Yamane there on the throw. That's interesting. That looked like a clear deflection. Okay.
I never got a good replay of like when the ball was kicked to when the player was running through. So
We are not
I
starting this whole like talking galaxy curse gimmick. It's not a thing, guys. It's not a thing. Well, you know, when did it all start? When did it all go wrong?
I guess when Talking Galaxy started up, that's what the rumor
Yeah,
is.
that's what I'm trying to trace it back to. I mean, we weren't around when Ricky tore his ACL the first time. So, you know, imagine we created the pod like the day of.
Yeah, then we might be cursed. Maybe we should stop after that. But
At that point,
that's on us.
we wouldn't have been here. It would have been on us, on the house. Man, yeah, this could be a long night in Mexico. I believe he's off there, right? Yeah, okay, there we go. That's my referee training. I just came back from ref training. This is
Dang.
I'm here.
Are you coaching or ref in high school games or like
Nah, I am.
AYSL?
I am. So I'm getting paid to ref. I am. So
Oh, gotcha.
it's not a lot, but you know.
For soccer or what sport?
Yeah, soccer.
Same. How long do those things go? I thought your season ended.
IMs.
Yeah.
Nah, it's quarterly, and a new quarter just started. We have 3 quarters, so I got a new quarter of IMs to ref.
Are you playing this quarter or are you just
I
ref?
am. You can play and ref. Well, not your game. Okay. Well, we're just turning the ball over. Yeah, Amir Garces. What are we doing? He's on. They're gonna have a long shot. Yoshida deflects, but that is just a poor turnover from Garces.
We just can't keep the ball right now. We just can't keep possession.
Why is Yoshida pissed, man? Like you're the issue. You're also part of the issue, man. You fell asleep on the first goal.
Was it? Yeah, it's Yoshida's side, so that's him.
Yeah.
It's just bad communication between the midfielders picking up runners.
Our backs have a minute.
There's the threat from set pieces as well.
Man. This is scary. This is scary hours right now. Would the Galaxy losing this game like 4-1 perhaps make you be Vanny out?
No. I think this is a great opponent and you're playing in Mexico, so
yeah.
I'm still on the fence, but I'm leaning towards Vanny out.
You're leaning towards it.
Yeah. Oh, just let it run through.
Tommy's well off.
But it's offside anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. But I'm heavily leaning towards Vanny out, but I'm still on the fence, I guess you could say.
Yeah. No, that's where I am as well. I mean, I just think it's time for a change, but you know, he's a good coach. But the revisionism thing's crazy. You can't deny that he's a great coach, or deny his pedigree as a coach. He'll find a job in MLS somewhere. It's just may not be here. But yeah, this is look at the odds. We're massive underdogs in this game. So we'll see if the Galaxy can get anything back out of it. But Toluca's definitely been on the front foot pretty much the whole time thus far. There you go.
This is Yoshida's 700 professional start.
Oh, well, that's why you gave it to him.
That's like a JP stat right there.
Yeah, that's something JP would randomly put in the chat, but about like a
zero
random
context as well.
Yeah, like about like a random Salvadorian player and be like, guys, look at this.
Send hashtag Yoshida 700 and zero context. You're like, okay, what are you saying?
Yeah. Okay. In another life, I'm a 77 rated Atalanta left midfielder. A non-rare card too. I'm just fodder. I'm not even fodder at that point. I'm discard value.
Yeah. You know, if Wider won that ball there, that's like a 4-on-0.
Yeah.
Just can't get that tackle in, unfortunately.
Surreal good interception.
This is where it can break.
Yeah, these are the transition moments. It's perfect.
Wide.
Peck, take him
Oh,
out.
other side. That's gotta be the
Peck's
Tommy.
decision making just drives me crazy sometimes, man. He was screaming for it. He was open.
Yeah. And he wanted to
Oh
play his
my
boy João Klaus. That
gosh.
Brazilian connection.
Dude. He was wide open, man. But those are the moments. Those are the moments that we talked about with Dylan yesterday. This team's a better counter-attacking team than we are in possession. Those are great moments for the Galaxy to pick out. Again, here we go. Here we go. It's like a 3-on-3. Then Peck just loses it. Okay. Oh,
Fullback's just getting
Yaman is
absolutely
just been
cooked. Oh my god.
torched. Yo, get him off the pitch. Get him off the pitch, man. This is the guy we're advocating for the starting.
I don't think he does better
spot.
than. I think Cuevas gets cooked even more.
Even more than that, bro. He almost got his ankles broken. He's like,
Cuevas is worse at defending than
oh, he's
Yamane.
doing the ice spice. What are we talking about, man?
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Hopefully, we don't get any memes created of us after this game.
Yeah.
Our players.
And another life, I'm Tab's dad.
Oh,
That's
hold
what
up,
he
hold
said
up,
in the
hold up.
chat.
We got Griffin in here.
Oof. Yeah,
Can-
he did
can we
say that he
confirm
was
this,
going to pop
Griffin?
out potentially. Ooh, deflection, another corner. Get him in. Get him in. We need some real ball knowers.
Yeah, Griffin, are you here?
What timestamp are you at?
I am at 20 right now. 21
right.
or not 21, 2001.
Corner sent into the box. Easy save for JT. It was a wide open header, but you know. I almost like the game plan though. I like this. I like the fact that we don't have possession. It's just spatially, I feel like we're very disoriented when they have numbers in the attack. It's just they're finding and exploiting the moments that we just lapse for a second and they have a clear goal scoring opportunity. It's just like we need to we don't have shape. I feel like it doesn't look like we have shape in certain moments and the Galaxy just break down. It's like beginner level stuff, man. Okay, my stream is lagging. You didn't make the trip up for this game, Tab?
No. I think we confirmed this on our last watch along. I will not be traveling to Mexico unless it's with Robin and Onda.
Yeah. Even then, man. Okay. We just got to pick our moments. We really do. This is fine. Be patient, sit in shape, frustrate them, and then just when they turn the ball over, drive on the counter. You got guys like Peck that can just
Peck's
one-on-one
right
ability is very good. What?
Peck was staying deep there. He was lower than Yamane.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just not Griffin. Wait, was that just a video?
I don't know. That was a good interception by Garces, but not a great distribution.
I'm just gonna Griffin when he has his camera on.
Yeah, in another life, Peck saw Tommy, genuinely. I don't know what he was thinking there. Not a good shot by Toluca. Once again, they're just peppering JT. We talked about this. They're just going to be all over JT Marcinkowski all game. He's going to have this is probably the biggest game of his career, honestly. All right. You know who we need in goal?
What do we need?
Wesley.
Wesley.
Yeah.
I saw him on Instagram and He's got some interesting posts.
Yeah, he's like a bandwagon, man. That guy's just actually a bandwagon. He's went from Galaxy to San Diego FC, and he owns an LAFC Youngman Son jersey. Oh my
All right,
gosh.
I think it's not. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say Griffin has his camera on. That's Gael. We turned
Cross
it
into
off
the
again.
center, just let it out. Yep, good by JT. Well, man, I'm not even on the field, and I feel the pressure right now. Like they're just suffocating the Galaxy. Oh, is he here?
It's Gael, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, get him out of here.
Bro.
What are you eating?
Gum.
Okay, it's great. What have you seen from this match so far?
Dude, you know what's crazy?
What?
I haven't seen one single Galaxy game since the home opener. I'm like so for real too. That's why I haven't been on, because I just can't talk about the Galaxy. I'm just not.
Literally.
You just don't
you know
want
what?
to, or
I watched like some of last week's game too, and it was just too boring that I had turned it off.
all right?
It's just horrible.
Who?
What?
What's horrible?
The team.
Oh yeah.
Like everything, you know, it's just pretty boring. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna glory hunt.
You're gonna glory hunt? You're an
Yeah.
LAFC fan now?
No. I'm just gonna start watching when they're good again.
Okay. Average United fan, by the way. He probably hasn't watched a game since 2014.
Ooh.
You?
No. Since like 2025.
For what? I'm not even gonna question it. All right, and the Galaxy are on the back foot once again.
What do you think Toluca's possession is going to be coming into the game? Over under 70%.
6-7.
I'm going over 70.
Yeah. I mean, it's just kick the ball right back to them and then let them
Our
attack.
whole game plan is just it feels like in hockey when the other team's on a power play and you're just absorbing pressure and you're just praying. And instead of waiting 2 minutes for a power play, you're waiting 90 minutes to survive. But it's okay. 90 minutes at the digs is a very long time.
Yeah. I was gonna make a video of that one meme where I think Madrid posted it first, where it's like, are you?
Yeah, are you?
I'm gonna do that coming to the digs.
Yeah.
Oh, brother.
To the digs.
Yeah.
We're gonna be down like 5 mil in aggregate.
Yeah.
Coming home.
I look you make the post do better though, I feel like, because there's more satire. But if it's actually legit, people are like, okay.
Yeah, no. Don't worry, it won't be.
Sure.
Garces has been good. Besides that one turnover, I've liked the amount of interceptions he's had. Okay, Miller just gets body off the ball. Yeah, it's going to be a foul for Toluca. Really?
I just to where the foul was at.
Oh, okay. Okay, fair. Oh, they must have played advantage then. All right. I want to see a Harbor Miller goal, man.
Wouldn't mind that.
Asking for too much.
Like asking for a goal is too much.
Yeah, I think.
Let alone a Harbor Miller goal.
Anything generally positive from this Galaxy team is a lot. Yoshida, great ball. Good job, man.
I looked down for a second. We had the ball on a free kick, and somehow we have lost position already.
Yeah, we literally can't string a pass together. New evolution of Vanny Ball brothers.
The thing is, like, teams can play possession around them. I remember watching San Diego play them in both legs, and they had some kind of holding the game. They were playing the ball around. So, I mean, granted, San Diego's a good team, and they got good possession.
I don't want possession. They could have it.
Yeah, I want to win.
Well, that's not happening. All right.
We're in 2026 now, watching the Galaxy. That's not happening.
Oh, Klaus, just
tech.
be a little quicker there. Yeah, there we
If our
go.
whole game plan is just going
Of it.
forward, you send them when you actually have the chance.
Yeah, no, they're just not taking advantage of these opportunities on the counter. There is a game plan to this match. There is a game plan where you don't get battered here, but I don't
I
know.
don't think this is sustainable for 90 minutes though.
I don't think we have the personnel for it. I don't really like. I don't know. I don't know anymore, man.
I'm just looking at a black screen.
What?
My screen, it just says you're in the show.
Well, congrats, man.
Thanks.
Okay. Here we go. That's a good tackle. Once again, another good tackle. Huh, okay. Well, a lot of bodies dropped to the floor. Eventually a foul's called. The second one was cleaner than the first one. Tommy down, gets back up.
Yeah, that's a good point from Boston Pencil. It's like watching a JV versus varsity game right now.
Yeah. I mean, we can't even retain like meaningful possession. And it's not the fact that there's not options open. It's just the fact that we don't have the ability to complete a simple pass anymore. I don't know where that's gone, but there we go. This is a good break. These are good opportunities. Please.
Yeah, we gotta get it.
Oh
Keep it in, please.
yeah, I think that's out. No, okay, all right, Ferris.
Here we go.
Tommy.
Okay,
Just
turning back to the goal.
Good. Miller was almost there.
Ooh,
I like
not
that.
bad.
I like that a lot, actually. All right, we're gonna earn ourselves a corner kick.
As long as when we're going forward, we're making chances out of the attacks we're getting, I think it's fine.
Yeah, no, definitely. And stuff like that is just, they're positives that you could take from it. Slow the game down. This reminds me of like a baby San Siro, a stadium.
It's interesting. They got that mural on the what's it called, the other side of the camera. Don't know what it's of, but looks pretty cool.
Cross into the box, back post, Klaus, the intended man, it gets cleared out. Cerrillo's going to recover. Cerrillo. Okay. Well, it's going to be a goal kick for Toluca. They're going to send it forward. Nelson's going to win the header. Yoshida flicks it on right back into Toluca possession. Winder recovers. Peck, but there's not many numbers up for the Galaxy right now.
He's gonna go by himself.
Peck's going to take on his man. Fair enough. He gets past him and he runs the ball out of bounds. Welcome back, Joseph Paintsel.
Yeah, we need that guy back fast.
Yeah, well,
we're not going to win.
You just got the Paintsel highlights for the night right there. He just dribbles the ball out of bounds. There we go. That was a good move. It's just, he's just a touch off. He's just a touch off, it feels like. So is our game plan letting them win? I think our game plan is just to absorb as much pressure as possible and hit them on a counterattack, which isn't the worst thing. It's just we're incapable of playing footy, I guess. And also, like Tab said, I don't know how long you can keep that up for realistically. Toluca, you break through a second time and it's curtains.
Game over. So I feel like that's when the floodgates open if they get a second, because then that forces us to come out a little bit more, and then more gaps open up, and then that's where Vega's gonna absolutely torch us.
Yep.
And Helinho on the right side for them.
Oh, nice. Good one. Galaxy throw. Imane throws it, intended for Klaus. Can bring that one down. Toluca back on the ball. Man, it kind of sucks because their one goal like wasn't even a particular moment where we got broken down. It was just we
a
fell
long ball.
asleep. Like there's been moments even in this match within the first 33 minutes where we've been broken down. They just haven't capitalized. But the actual time that we just, put the foot off the gas for a second, and they capitalize on it. So it's how it be against a really good team. You can get away with that sometimes in MLS against like a lesser team, but you're not going to get away with that against Toluca.
It's just like a reverse of what we've been playing against. We're the ones playing a low block now and just sitting on the counter.
We become the very thing
the
we
tables turn.
destroy.
Yeah.
Miller dropping deep. The ball gets switched out to the other side. Yamane is going to close it down. Not a handball. Toluca, that might be a handball. He has a man out wide. Yamane, yeah, that was not a good pass. I don't know what the call is there. I mean, was it a foul or offsides?
I'm not sure, but I think we have possession at least.
Yeah, I want to see the replay on the handball.
Handball for them.
Oh, from them?
Yeah.
Oh,
Nelson cleared it into his hand, it looked like.
okay, cool. Let's look at that. Yeah, that's probably right. Yep.
We're actually playing the definition of her own ball.
I know. 35 minutes into this match, and we're just sending it long, trying to counter, dropping every man behind the ball.
And Surreal gets a yellow. I think I'm ahead of you again. I have to reset my stream.
Again. you refreshed?
Yeah, it shut down for some reason. I'm at 37, 38, 39.
Yeah, one sec. I'm like 10 seconds behind at least.
Eden Surreal, a tactical foul, gets a yellow card. Maybe like a little sooner, he probably would have got the yellow card and probably would have slowed down the attack.
I'm at 36-42.
Yeah.
What are you at?
Tell me when you're at 36 flat. Now pause.
I'm there.
3, 4, 5.
Uh, 10, 11, 12, 13.
I'm a second ahead of you.
All right, that's fine.
Oh my god.
Oh, Nelson's been sent to the shop.
Good stop by Garces.
Oh my days, Garces. Oh, he's fuming.
Oh, Nelson almost got turned into a meme.
Yo.
He probably did low key. He was like good 2 feet away from the guy.
They melted Yamane and Nelson this game. Our fullbacks have been just in for one. Make sure to like and subscribe if you guys already haven't. You're new here, Talking Galaxy, live every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Live podcast.
Go for the Olympico there. Looks like JT gets a hand.
Oh, it's going to be another corner. Live every Tuesday. So like and subscribe if you already haven't. Turn on notifications so you know every single time we go live. Corner swung into the box. JT sort of deals with, he ends up dealing with that one, but not comfortably. Ends up in his hands, though. Ball swung into, Toluca.
I just don't even know what we're doing at this point. If we're going to just send it up, we got to have at least one of our wingers tucked inside with Jaw Klaus because he's literally just on an island. If he doesn't even flick it on or bring it down, it's not going to anyone.
It's the Klaus Love Island.
Yeah. Oh, send Peck.
Here we go.
There we go.
Just lob it.
Just a little short.
Okay. All right. Well, it's the thought that
it's going to be a long game.
Yeah.
It's just constant penetration.
Honestly, 1-0 at half is okay.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen now. You probably jinxed it.
Uh,
I'm trying not to comment on the scoreline because I know if I'll say something, it'll
nah,
the opposite will happen.
you know what? We're reversing the talking gap.
Yeah, maybe we stop talking there.
Yeah, maybe I just need to be quiet. Maybe I just need to be quiet. That's fine. That's fine.
We'll talk on everything else but the scoreline
They're
because
trying. They're trying for those flicks like over and over again.
yeah. Paulian's had a couple of those where he's trying to find a man flicking it on, and it's almost came to be a couple times from him. Like that's what I'm talking about. Where Klaus is flicking it on, the
Yeah,
wingers have to be
they're
tucked
ready.
in more because
Yeah.
realistically, it's not going out to Peck or Miller. It's going to Klaus. You need to play off of him. You can't be sitting 20 yards away from him and thinking, "Oh, it's going to come to me." You got to converge on a ball and get close to him, so you can actually have a chance to get into the ball and
I
win
do
that
like
second
those
ball.
kinds of opportunities though. Klaus knows how to use that big body of his.
Yeah. Oh, Nacional's off the bench though, probably for the rest of his loan tenure.
What?
No Nacional's for the
Yeah,
rest of his loan, most likely.
that literally affects nothing.
His second loan might be going if he didn't play last season and if it was just a loan. Oh my god.
Oh, he almost spills that. JT almost spilled that.
I was saying if Nacional's didn't play last season and if it's just a loan for like the first half of the season, he might go down as one of the worst Galaxy signings of all time.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, the second loan's just been awful from start to finish. I mean, he
Like if you
played
focus on the
probably
second
like
loan.
80 minutes, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
and none of it's been
Gonzalez
memorable.
got more minutes than him and he was non-existent at the Galaxy.
Yeah. It was just a bad idea. I mean, you reset, you bring in like a proper U22 number 10. It just should have never
It's a
happened
good
in the
ball from Tommy.
heck. It's the position
Oh,
you want him in. Klaus tries to get on the end of that. So Luca defender in front of him. It's these moments. I'm liking it.
if we can build into their half and get numbers up, we're looking dangerous on the attack.
Yeah.
But it's just that's probably the second time it's happened all game inside the first 41st minute. So
The
I don't
issue
know how many
is
chances.
that Vanny is going to have to change his system if he's going to have any success this season, I believe.
I think just until Painsul and Glesnes gets back. He's
I
gonna have to
don't
change
think
until
possession works even with them. I don't think Painsil is going to solve possession ball. If anything, I think that incentivizes us to counterattack even more. Imagine if you could have Painsil running vertically, and then you could have Peck stretching them out, Klaus down the middle. There's moments for the Galaxy to capitalize on it, and Tommy was open on one of them. Peck just couldn't find him, and yeah, I mean, we've had opportunities. I just feel like counterattacking is just where it's at right now. And I don't know. It would require Vanny to swallow some pride in actually.
It's like and who was the manager got sacked for not wanting to change? Was it Postacoglu? Who consistently like played the high line or something, and then they always
Oh yeah, Big Ange. Yeah, Big Ange. Let's see. How much do Toluca tickets run? I have no clue. Probably cheaper than the Galaxy ones, I'd imagine.
Are you talking about the game, like tickets to this game or tickets to next weekend's or next week's game?
This one.
I got no clue.
I
think
don't know.
I saw a promo for. Oh no.
Oh, Gar says, where is he gone? It's 2-0 to Luca.
Oh,
I don't know where Amiro Garces has gone there. All right. Well, we talked about 1-0 before the break, and it's 2. You know, of course, every time you see the light at the end of the tunnel, it's just an oncoming train. 2-0. Galaxy are down in Mexico. This is real potential to get ugly now. And yeah, I mean, just broken down once again. Signs were there. Garces just not marking his man. These center backs are sub mid. I don't know
Yeah,
what
it's a
happened to
question where
Oldemiro Garces. He's literally just on his knees there.
where's Yamane though?
That's poor. Yeah, I mean, Yamane is still in 2024, I guess. He's been nowhere to be seen since. I don't know. I don't know, man. Paulinho. It is 2-0 to Luca. What was your prediction? 1-1 or something? Oh, 2-1.
That's a 2-1, yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Peck, that's yellow potential, but yeah, I think the ref is going to give a yellow there, actually.
I think it's going to yellow for the guy that kicked the ball away.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair.
Maybe, I'm not sure. But one of their players is down.
Player down, yeah. We were better against Toluca last year. That is the truth. I mean, we were at home last year, which is the difference. But yeah, I mean, it was a final one-off game.
Like one of their center mates is coming off.
Haven't looked at possession, but Toluca must be 70. Klaus looks much better with the Galaxy compared to St. Louis. Yeah, no, Klaus has been a revelation for the Galaxy at the striker position. You know,
We talked about when he first came in. I think a point that I brought up was that Klaus is now playing with two DP wingers on each side of him. And that St. Louis, he's playing with Celio Pompeu and who is the other guy? Some other non-DP wingers. So, I mean, he's just playing with higher quality players around him. So I think that just unlocks his potential even more.
100%. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, season of very little bright spots for the Galaxy. I think Klaus has definitely been that for us. He's been a bright spot. Two minutes of stoppage time here. Let's see. The Galaxy probably just want to get to the locker room at this point. Don't want Toluca getting that third goal before the break. Elijah Winder tries to get it, recover. Galaxy on the counter once again. Hit him, Peck. Oh, that's not a good ball. Peck, man, it's time to have a conversation. He gets in the right spots. He's fast. Like, yeah, technical.
One ball over the top and
yeah.
Garces, man.
Oh no! What is this?
We're just watching my team get turned into pretzels right now.
I've seen enough. This is humiliating.
Thing is, if I don't understand how you're getting beat over the long ball multiple times.
Yeah.
If you realize that they're sending long balls over, if the defender's leg goes back and it looks like it's getting a long ball, you should use your brain and realize that, oh, this ball's gonna go over my head. Maybe I should back up a little bit.
I'm not gonna lie, there's not very many times we would be down 2-0 and I'd be advocating for defensive substitutions. But this backline's it's been a mess. It's not doing the job right now. Toluca is just gonna send a long ball right before break. Let's see. Is there any potential? He's working on Imane. It's at the top of the box. They play so fluid, man. Toluca's so good. Oh my gosh, they've broken us apart. Yoshida clears, end of the half. This is bad. This is real bad. We needed that break. Oh my gosh. Tab, thoughts at the half?
You know, it could have been a lot worse. I don't think you could say that we've created enough to get at least one goal in this game. But I mean, that'd probably be a fair assessment. But I think 2-0 is a fair result at the moment. I think you could argue 3-0, and I could agree with you is a fair result. But I think 2-0 is a fairly accurate representation of what this game has been so far.
Yeah, and it's only at halftime, by the way. this has potential to get much, much more ugly, especially the fact that we're down 2, we're chasing the game. We're going to need an away goal. Just facts, because going back to LA, the chances that Toluca don't score at least one is slim to none. So you're going to need an away goal, or else even if it ends 2-0, if they score in LA, even one, then you're going to need 4. And it's just, let's be realistic here. But I want to pull up some of the stats at halftime right now, because I can only imagine
right now, and I'm
okay.
gonna get the footpin up on the screen right now.
Let me have a look at some of these, just to prepare myself for.
You see that possession stat?
Yeah. That was a good line, though. 70 was a good line. It'll even out a bit more before the end of the game, but 70 was a good line. This is bad. This is as bad as it looks, guys. I mean, we talk about the fact that the Galaxy have not had possession of the ball. I mean, we have 76 to Toluca versus 24 to the Galaxy. Expected goals, 1.44 to Toluca, just pretty much 2 at that point. You usually underperform XG unless you're Darwin Núñez. And then
or Ferran Torres.
Yeah, we've had 0 shots on target. We've had 1 shot, 7 touches in the opponent box. I mean, this is embarrassing. If I was Greg Benny at halftime, I would absolutely sub Lucas Sanabria on. It needs to happen. And the man I would sub off is probably
Herbert Miller. Put Tommy out wide.
I don't even want Tommy in, period, right now. I'm unimpressed. I'm uninspired. He's boring. I'd rather see a young guy go after it. But realistically, it'd be probably Harbor. But I'd get Sanabria in there for Tommy. If I was the gaffer, I'd put Sanabria in for Tommy at halftime, and I would take Nelson off. I would take Nelson off and put Julian Ade in. I don't think John Nelson has been doing the job. He's been getting cooked. I would put Justin Hack in as well for Amiro Garces. Garces, he's once again just had lapses. So is Maya Yoshida, but at this point, it's just like Amiro Garces has not been the same man as 2024, and it's disgusting. But Marco Royce, you can put him in.
He does anything in that game. I don't think he is good in this game. He's too slow. I think you have someone. Yeah, I think if you bring in someone like Sanabria, you should have that workhorse of 3 midfielders, and those guys are just going to work off the ball, and that's what you need right now. This is a state where you're trying to stop as many goals as you can for the aggregate.
Yep.
If you concede more, this game could get ugly, and the second leg just becomes not even a thing in their mind anymore, because it's just not even a chance to come back. So if you keep at 2-0, there's still a chance. 3-0, the chance is slimmer, but I think you still could, maybe make a remontada. But if it gets to 4, just call off the second game, and just focus on MLS at that point.
Yeah.
So I don't think Royce is someone that would be impactful, because 1, he doesn't defend very well, and 2, when we go on offense, he gets very limited actions. And right now we have very limited offense. So why do you even bring in Royce if he's not going to improve your offense? That's already very slow and not very effective right now.
What substitutions would you make then?
I think you bring in Sanabria for Miller and push Tommy out wide. And then I think that's all for now. And then maybe later in the game, you bring in Aude and Cuevas for the 2 fullbacks, because, they're getting tortured now, and they're not going to be able to hold up against Vega and Helinho for a full 90 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not Team Royce coming into this game. I think he slows us down, actually, more than we already have been slowed down, because the fact is that we need, like you said, we need Sanabria because he's an engine in that midfield. We need that midfield to be turning. And it's not, because if you put Royce into that mix, he slows the game down. That's what he does. For the better or worse, he slows the game down. We do not need that when we're going forward. We need to get quick counterattacking opportunities. In fact, I wouldn't put Royce in this game, period. Unless you need to sub off Joao Klaus for whatever reason, maybe he gets a rest before the weekend. Then you could throw Royce in as like a false nine type of thing. But yeah, Royce won't defend. And asking him to be a contributor in the midfield and build up is just, it's not where our tempo is right now. We've had moments on the counterattack that I've liked. It's not all negative from this game. I've liked how we have counterattacked. It's what we've been advocating for is this team needs to realize under Greg Vanney, it's been how many years now, and they haven't figured out that we're a counterattacking team. Without Ricky Puig, without that engine in the midfield that is able to, just vacuums the ball to him. He needs to have 1,000 touches a game or he's just going to be pissed by the end of it, type of thing. We don't have that kind of guy. We don't. Royce isn't going to be that kind of guy. So instead, you just need to counter. You need to counter. You need to have a quick and fast midfield. I mean, we're doing some of the basics wrong, which is crazy. The fact we can't complete a 5-yard pass off of a free kick is just, it's unexcusable. So yeah, it could be a rough 45 minutes if Vanney doesn't make the right adjustments at halftime. Do you have a adjusted score prediction, or are you still riding with 2-1?
I think 3-1's probably most realistic, but just for validity's sake, I'll stick at 2-1.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep mine at 4-1. I think we're gonna see a lot more open of a game in the second half, I'd imagine. So yeah, the Galaxy just need to continue counterattacking, and defensively, man, it's a talent issue at this point. It's a talent issue because the fact that Emiro Garces, he's been trash. He's been trash the last year and a half now. He was a revelation for that 2024 MLS Cup run, carried that back line, but this year he's not been up to par, and last year he hasn't. Yamane's another one in that same boat where it's like, where's this guy been since 2024? It's 2026, guys, and we're still talking about the last good run of form some of these guys played on the back line being in 2024. And we're in 2026. It's unexcusable. So, I mean, I don't know, man. They're picking us apart right now. Their wingers are getting the best of Nelson and Yamane, to put it very kindly. They're getting the best of them. They're putting them in circles. They're turning them inside out. They're having their way with them. It's not been good. It has not been good from an LA Galaxy perspective. And I don't think it's going to get much better going into the second half, but we'll see. We'll see. I think there is a way for the Galaxy to make this game a little tighter, but we'll have to see if it plays out that way. That stat chart's just mind-boggling to me.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it does remind me a little bit of this game earlier, Liverpool going against PSG. I think PSG had 74% possession against Liverpool, if I'm not mistaken.
What? No shots on target all game or something crazy like that?
Shots on target all game. PSG had I think 6 or 7. And yeah, it was. We should get past Ricky. We've been a year plus and figure something out. We are an average team at best and at most meh. There's moments where the Galaxy look like a very good team, like against Charlotte. But it's not been more than just moments. It's been the real issue. And that Ricky Puig era, it's, yeah, I agree with you. We're going on. I mean, we got to pretend like he's not there anymore. You deal with them in 2027, but the fact that they're still roster building for a Ricky Puig type guy is crazy because we don't have him. We're not going to have him again this season. So I think in the summer, instead of signing a guy like Casemiro, why are we not interested in an attacking midfielder right now? Why? Even a younger one, even like a U22. There's just, yeah, I don't know. Let me get the stream back up. I think they are don't know if we're not that close to the start of the second half, but yeah, Paulinho had the goal. Paulinho and Castro. Once again, Toluca playing in a 3-4-3. They very potent. They've left some chances on the table. Their passing has been excellent in just dragging our defense out. The way that they're able to hit over the top balls has been exceptional. The Galaxy playing what it says here is a 4-2-3-1. Man, it's just been a counterattacking game, and we've had moments, but it's not been good enough. So, you guys want to see what they said about Yoshida and Yamane on the post? I don't. I actually don't.
What post?
I'm assuming it's Galaxy Buzz's post, Chris's post. I think he made like a halftime post. Let me have a look. Actually,
Oh my god! Oh my god! It says
is it bad?
Yamane and Yoshida are Japanese industry plants in revenge for Nagasaki and Hiroshima.
Dude?
Oh jeez.
On the Galaxy Buzz post, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it.
If Chris's halftime post getting 21 likes, I'm gonna get like 100 or not 21 likes. If it's getting 21 comments in the space of 10 minutes,
Yeah.
my post is gonna have 100 in the space of an hour.
Dude, how are you gonna get people to show up for the second leg that aren't Toluca fans,
Dude,
by the way?
That ended 6 p.m. Like people getting off at work at 5. Like I'm probably a 2-hour drive from the game, so I'm not even gonna go just because one, it's far away, and two, if there's no chance of even showing up to like if the team's not gonna show up, why am I gonna show up?
Yeah.
Like the tie's already over. I'm not gonna show up and risk myself against these Toluca fans.
I would imagine a lot of Galaxy fans are in the same boat. Same boat as you.
Yeah.
And you can't blame them. You can't blame anyone for just feeling at a point where this organization is not making any moves forward, and it's time for change, and we'll see if that ends up following. But it is interesting. I would love to see what goes on in the front office every single day and what the vibe and pressure kind of feels like when it comes to Greg Vanney. Just went into the season, they're like, nah, no pressure at all. And it's like, really? Because 5 MLS games and a CONCACAF run into the season, and we're like, yeah, like the pressure is way back on. Like the stove is burning. So streaming this live is dangerous.
And by the way, this is our head of content social media at halftime. He's flexing in a Toluca mirror right there. That's just crazy as well.
Man.
I think this is the guy that took down Total Galaxy as well. So
just this whole organization at this point, what can you do? The divide between the front office and the fans is back there. You try to restrain what I'm not going to say certain things, but it's just gotten to the point where it's like, I think that the Galaxy something needs to change. It feels like the definition of insanity. You're just doing the same thing over and over and over again. We don't have an attacking midfielder. Streaming this, yeah, man. It just feels like, that whole disconnect from 2023 that they tried so hard to repair is back, and all it took was, the one good season just papered over the cracks. We won MLS Cup. That's great. Obviously, that's the pinnacle of MLS. That's the point everybody wants to get to. But from an organizational standpoint, I understand paying homage to the past with stuff directed towards, Landon Donovan, Kobe Club, like all of that. Kobe Jones is getting a statue. Great. there's been nothing around this team. There's been nothing around this team. I feel like there's been very little attention. There's been very little interest, and I can't blame these fans. You know, I can't blame these fans for not wanting to show up to certain matches when it's just been the same thing over and over again throughout, you know, the past year and a half. I mean, there's the fact that there was even no pressure on Greg Vanney going into the season is just a joke, and it's tone deaf coming from the organization. And if I had to guess, there is probably a reality right now where the front office is sitting here watching it, and they still don't find Greg Vanney to be under very little, if not any pressure right now, because they're just tapped out. They're just tapped out. And I don't know. There is a conversation to be said about AEG as well. You know, them as owners, I think, have had the club on autopilot. They spend a lot of money, which is the greatest thing that they have to offer us. But Dan Beckerman, those at the top, they fired Chris Klein. They fired Chris Klein. They ridded that. That was a great decision. You know, obviously we protested. You know, the fans did their job to push out Chris Klein. That's fine. But like, Beckerman stayed. You know, Beckerman stayed, and some of these other guys. I mean, I don't even think Jovan got fired for a while there. I don't even know if he got fired directly. There might have just been like
The game's back on, by the way.
Yeah, the game's back on. But AEG have just been very tapped out on this Galaxy squad, or Galaxy club as a whole. And, you know, I just feel like the higher ups just don't care as much.
I've also seen people saying we need a protest to get Vanney out. And I don't think protesting to get Vanney out is the right thing to do. I think people are thinking, a protest will lead to whatever we want. And the protest for Klein out was a valid reason. He was literally turning the club. We had transfer bans, bad management overall. You don't have a protest because a manager is performing bad. I think that's just ignorance, and I don't think that's right. So I don't know if you have a protest for getting a manager out. So that's just my opinion on that. I've seen a couple of people in the comments saying that, and the fan reaction saying, we need to have a protest again. I think that's just a very small-minded comment, I feel like. So I don't know if we should. I don't think we should do that. So yeah.
Nah, I mean, in my opinion, if you protest every single time something goes wrong, the meaningfulness of your protest is just not there anymore. You know, you can't protest every year. You can't protest because a manager is not, living up to expectations.
What are you at, by the way?
48, 45.
Okay, I'm at 56, 57. Tell me you're at 49 flat.
You had a clear header. Tell me when I'm at 49, yeah?
Yeah.
Got you. So, yeah, I mean, you can't protest every time. I'm at 49 now.
Okay.
You can't protest every single time a thing goes wrong. You know, if the next coach comes in, whether it be, my days, I paused the stream again. That's on the house. I'm at 17. Is that about right?
I'm on 24, 25.
Okay, yeah, I just paused for like.
Tell me at 49.30. Tell me when you're at that.
I got you. I'm at 49.30.
Okay.
You can't protest every single time something goes wrong, LA Galaxy related. But yeah, so with Vanney, it's just like we have to reach a point where the ownership and front office is awake and they're attentive to what's going on at the club. And if that's not the case, then he's just not going to get sacked. He's going to be able to live out the whole course of his contract, if not very close to it. But, results a long spell of losses. Let's see how this front office and organization responds, because there are some good coaching candidates on the market right now. We get picked apart again.
That could have been real bad.
Garza's very fortunate to recover.
No, that's the wrong ball again.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the second time I've played the Brazilian duo have played themselves when Tommy's
Yeah.
wide open. That's the
Yeah,
wrong ball.
you see them at CVI. You see them at CVI, riding bicycles together. I think Tommy wasn't invited to
That's a
those sessions because they're just
that's a
they're
3v2,
yeah,
and
they're
you're playing Gabriel Peck, who has both the defenders on his side, when he can go 2v1 on the other side with Tommy and Klaus. I mean, it's just decision making. Another bad decision from our attacking trio up top. It's not even Tommy's fault. That's on the Brazilians up top.
yeah. No, Tommy's been in. He could add a brace by now, because he's just been. I mean, that assumes he finishes opportunities, but I haven't seen that yet. But yeah, hypothetically, in a perfect world, he could have a brace. Yeah, it's just decision making. JT got it out of the back. Gonna lob it forward into Tommy's path, and that's just gonna be collected by Toluca keeper. That was that almost reminded me of futsal a little bit. You go from straight 2-on-1 to 2-on-1 on the other side. Love those. I love those type of games. For the better or worse. Right now it's for the worse, but it can be entertaining at times.
Christopher Tucker's asking where we're at on the Vanny out issue. So I'm on the fence, but I'm heavily leaning towards falling on the Vanny out train. I think his chances are getting pretty bleak now, and I think if results don't come this month, I think I will be fully Vanny out and not on the fence anymore. That's my opinion on it.
Yeah, I'm a bit less on the fence. I'm more Vanny out at this point because there's a thing where it's like Vanny is not a bad coach. There's revisionism trying to say that 2024 was just all Ricky Pooge, like Greg Vanny hasn't been to 4 MLS Cups. His time at the Galaxy, you could say what you want about individual seasons, but I don't think there's doubting that he is a good coach. He has a good coaching mind. But there's also a point where you run your time with the organization, you run your time with the team. And I think we've gotten to that point where we're not evolving. We're not getting better. The progress isn't there. You can blame it on Pooge. You can blame it on whatever. It can't be new excuses season after season if the results aren't necessarily improving, especially, the fact that we have 3 DPs now. You can't wash off this season and be like, oh, Ricky was out. You had a chance to replace him with another designated player. And I understand it's a weird mechanic where you just got to replace somebody for 1 season. And that's why we got Klaus instead of whoever. But you have 3 DPs on the field. And for being honest, Klaus has been the best one by a landslide. So I'm Vanny out at this point. I think the players need a new gaffer just to reset. So I wouldn't be opposed to it. And another intriguing part of it is the fact that Wilfred Nancy, Jim Curtin, Oscar Pareja, even if we want to go like Robbie Keane, those are all options available to you right now. I don't know if Robbie Keane would want to fix this right now, but it is an option. You could always make the call. Oh, Garces.
Another thing is, I feel like right now, currently, you have Joseph Pansel, probably one of our most dangerous attacking wingers. We also have our star defender out in Glesnes out. I want to see Greg Vanny coach his team under a fully fit Galaxy team, and he has yet to do that this season. So that's also another reason why I'm still kind of on the fence, and I think that's the main reason why I'm not fully on the Vanny out train.
Yeah, I see the logic. I just don't think a fully fit Galaxy in particular is gonna even be guaranteed at all this season because it wasn't guaranteed last season. We can't keep kicking the can forward and being like, oh, but when we're fully healthy, it's just like it's soccer. Injuries happen. Injuries happen. Paintsel has had how many hamstring injuries since he came to the Galaxy? He's missed some time with it. A fast player like him, it's just gonna be something that bothers him season after season. However, I'm at a point where I'm like, I understand that logic. I just one, don't know if we will be fully fit at any point in the season because it's soccer injuries happen. I mean, the fact Royce has even been intact this season is, gosh, somebody's been praying over Marco Royce because he's been healthy. And second of all, I just, even with Paintsil, don't think this team is significantly better because I think a large part of the issue lies within the midfield. And, you know, I would like a creative midfielder in the summer. That's just, if I could spawn in one thing to this Galaxy team, it'd be a creative midfielder. Even
I
on
sure
the
hope we do that. I think if Will Kuntz does not go into the summer after the World Cup and he can't spot a U22 attacking midfielder, then I'll start having questions at Kuntz as well because it's obviously something that we've been missing, and it's needed. We obviously know Nascimento is not going to re-sign and he's not going to extend the loan, and if he does, then that makes it even more question Mr.
Don't get
Kuntz
me
even
fired
more.
up right now.
Oh,
Yoshida, yeah, last
good
ditch
stuff by
clearance.
Yoshida.
That was good.
Oh my god, bro, this is painful to watch. Oh, Jeff Winder's taking out the ball, dribbling like he's got no one behind him, but he's got two guys sprinting behind him, and he clears the ball like he's an AYSO straight to their center back.
Also, Klaus has been healthy. And that hasn't been the case with St. Louis in the past few seasons. I mean, health will.
If Klaus goes down now, it's season over. It's call off the season because we got Ruben Ramos up next, and I don't think
he's next up, man. Trust. I
it's
need
gonna be
that
Royce at the 9
1
next.
jersey, man. 180 minutes are coming home.
It's not happening.
So yeah, I mean that's where I sit with Vanny, and just
it's good pressure from Surreal. Here we go. This 3v3. This is where we have to. Oh, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah, I mean the keeper makes a save, but that's like the worst of the three options in that scenario. Klaus, good shot. I mean,
I think when you have a 3-on-3, you can't take a shot from 25 yards out.
Selfish. That was never really going to test the keeper.
Yeah.
It ends up deflecting, but that's just a very, very, very telling shot. And honestly, it's just that, hey, I know Tommy is open for the third time. Oh, Royce is on.
Oh, call off the game. And Miller comes off.
We just lost about like 10 miles worth in the second half.
Who else came off? Hack's also on.
Okay, so please say it's either Garces.
Is it Winder? I can see.
No.
I think it was Winder.
No, that Winder had to be for Royce, right?
That's Miller.
Yo, Royce is lined up as like a left winger right now.
Is that Royce at the right side?
Yeah, left side, yeah. Who did they take?
Oh, I'm tripping. I thought Royce was Peck for a second.
Okay.
So Miller came off and Royce is on. So Royce is playing left wing for the Galaxy in a big 2026. And then he took off Winder, and now we're playing a 5-back.
What? What are you doing?
So right now the look is you have, and across the back line you have Nelson, you have Hack, you have Yoshida, you have Garces, and then Yamane. And then you got a midfield 2 of Cirio and Tommy. And up top you got a forward 3 of Royce, Klaus, and Peck.
We just waved off like any chance at an away goal. You're gonna have Royce run down the wing. What?
5.
I'm not liking the 5-back, man. I know it builds out in a 3-back. It's just I don't like it. I think you have to take one of either Garces or Yoshida off.
I will say I like Tommy's distribution scheme.
Yeah. Peck plays it into Yamane.
Okay, here we go.
Royce.
This is where Royce needs to shine. Oh.
That Peck's touch and horrendous.
That was a good chance, though.
Yeah. Surreal.
Ooh, great cross. Kosh is a second late to it.
We need like first touch drills with Gabriel Peck.
Could we put like player attributes on him? If anyone played the old FIFAs,
Yeah.
The old Ultimate Teams where you can throw on attribute cards to players to get 10 plus in all stats.
Oh yeah,
Like
right.
means right now.
Yeah. Plus 10 ball control.
Yeah.
I like the flair that Toluca play with. Like, it's a
Yeah.
very entertaining brand of footy. Like, they're not afraid to just humiliate you, especially when they're winning. I mean, even when it was like 0-0, they were still just playing with us. Like, I like it. They're a very confident team, just
Yeah.
kind of the opposite of us.
Also, after these subs, we forced them back a little bit more. I feel like we have more space. So hopefully I didn't jinx it and hopefully it stays true. But it's looking promising right now ever since those subs. That cross is not promising though.
Yeah. Yeah. Nelson's had a stinker.
Yeah.
Garcia's trying to bring that one under control. Just going to opt for JT. I miss Galesnes. I felt so safe with him at the back. I
No.
genuinely haven't felt that safe with a single center back. I'm a technically newer Galaxy fan, so I've been around since 2019, 2018-ish, but like I haven't felt safe at the center back like I have Galesnes. He's like a warm blanket. He's just
Yeah.
a warm blanket. He just makes you comfortable. He just makes you comfortable, and I miss that.
Oh,
JT, brother.
are you serious? No pressure on you. Bouncing ball.
Yeah.
Not even to his feet at least.
Oh, good press by Klaus. I like that. That's good hustle. Man, I love Klaus. If I had to get a kit of anybody this season, it'd be Klaus.
Don't fall in love with the lone player though. He's not really on loan, but he's got 1 year on his contract, so we'll see what happens next year.
Surely they re-sign him on a TAM.
You never know with Wilkins though.
Yeah,
You don't know what's going through
that
guy's
ball
head.
into the box. Toluca player gets on the end of it eventually. Back.
Oh, he's wide open. How did he miss
he's
that?
blundered that header. It should be 3-0.
And that's Paulinho's, but that's their number 9. That it should be 3-0 right now.
No way he puts that wide. He was point blank in front of net. Nobody near him. That's all it takes. Just a cross. Break this down. The marking.
It's Garcia's man.
Why is Garces looking at Yoshida? He's marking his man. Yeah, that should be 3-0. Yeah. This is embarrassing.
He really just needs to head it forward. Does he have to like target it or anything?
Straight in front of him, and it's 3-0 right now. Hack deals with that one. It's me another throw in for Toluca. It's a good attempt, but Mane just shields him off of that one. Galaxy goal kick. Once again, I feel pressure. I feel pressure. I'm not on the field, but I mean, Toluca's aura. They're just suffocating us. Okay.
Oh my god.
All right.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, brilliant. Get Garces off the field.
Garces is, I think he's digging into Surreal for doing something bad, and then he goes ahead 2 seconds later and doesn't control a pass that's probably going at him 2 miles an hour.
What's happened to Garces? This guy was so good in 2024.
I think Internacional from Brazil is offering for him in the summer, or it was reported they're interested in him. We'll take your offer right now if you guys want him.
Yeah.
We'll take that offer. Atletico Madrid, come take Peck off our hands as well.
Yeah. No.
Tafe, come take Pencil off.
I think most we're getting for either one of those players is a calm little offer from a Saudi club, Al Shabaab. That's good. That's good. I like that. Royce
almost had a great game. Yeah. Send him in, please.
Peck, back post.
Oh
yes.
Peck
goal. Okay. In. There we go. Against the
Yeah.
run of play, Gabriel Peck gets a counterattack goal.
Let's
and he
go. Let's go.
takes
Let's
off
go.
his shorts.
You said he take off his shorts?
It
Is that
looked
what?
like it for a second. Look at this. Look at this
Oh,
angle.
hey, he's
All
showing his
right.
balls
Well,
to the
Gabriel
camera.
Peck gets one
He's
back from
showing
the
his ball.
Galaxy. There we
There we
go.
go.
Against the run of play. That's what the Galaxy needed right now. Good ball in behind by Marco Royce. He
Keeper
had
should
cross
be
back
doing.
post.
What is the keeper doing
Yeah, the
there?
keeper's had a blunder. He expected the cross. That's one of those situations where if Peck didn't score that, you're just like, your head's on Mars, but
Yeah.
just a clever play. There we go.
Okay, oh, he's pulling down his shirt. That's what he's doing.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. That's
But
good.
okay, I will hold my hands up when I say, "Is Peck coming off?"
I think his shirt. I think he messed up his shirt with the Selly. Are we playing on 10 men because of Selly?
I was gonna say, I will hold my hands up when I say I'm wrong. I think these changes from Greg Vanney have been good. I criticized him when they first happened, and I think it's turned this game on its head. So fair play to Vanney on the subs. I will say that.
Yeah. It's been better. It's been better. That was good, but yeah, Tommy kept that play alive.
Yeah, Tommy keeps it alive, and then Royce slips in the ball for Peck. Oh Jesus, Tommy, what a turn! There you go. Good from Garces.
Scary. This is scary hours. Here we go. We're dropping back. We're doing our job. We're dropping back, hitting them on counterattacks. This is the good game plan right here. Just unfortunate we had to go down 2-0 to realize
Yeah,
that.
this should have been the game plan from the start.
Yeah. That is a road goal. For those counting at home, that is a road goal. All right, JT on
That
it.
kind of just all the pressure they're kind of feeling is kind of released off your chest now. Now the momentum's. Oh my, Tommy!
Acres of
course, it's wide open.
Acres of space for Tommy to run into there. Gets it off to Peck. Peck.
Ooh.
This is good.
I'm liking this right now. I'm liking this. I probably jinxed it, but knock on wood.
Yamane. All right. It's going to be offside on the Galaxy. '69th minute here. Garces. All right. Yeah, you're right. I mean, the pressure is just Galaxy are.
Oh, surreal blood. Serious. And you guys have changed for Toluca, probably trying to combat what Greg Vanney's done. Because ever since those subs came in, the game's flipped on its head, and it's been more in the Galaxy's favor. You think, obviously, to get the goal, but even without the goal, you could say the Galaxy have been the better team since what I think the subs came in like 55th minute, so almost 15 minutes. Galaxy been on top, so looks like Toluca take off Helinho and bring on Lopez. I have no clue. Obviously, Helinho's their winger that was pretty lively, so I have no clue about Lopez and what he brings to the team. So we'll see if this changes anything.
All right. $20 minutes left in this match. Galaxy down 2-1 to Toluca.
Good from John Nelson.
Royce. Not good from Royce. Hack recovers.
Jeez. Good block from Yoshida, I think.
Oh, it stays in play. Yeah, for Toluca throw in. Fans are up. Good interception by Garces. What are the fans up for? What's going on here? They have like a giveaway thing, or what is that? Oh, I don't know what's going on anymore.
Forgot I run a Galaxy page. I have to post the goal on the page.
Oh yeah, yeah. Galaxy Buzz needs that collaboration.
Yeah, I got you. Don't worry. Me and Chris communicate.
Yeah, dude, that account like bothers me sometimes. Oh, Nelson's finally hooked. Adeon.
Buzz? What bothers you?
Unopened DMs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I open like Galaxy Buzz and there's like 14 unopened DMs, and I'm like, bro,
It's this new generation. They just don't clean up their inboxes.
it's a nonchalant generation.
Yeah.
All right. This isn't a bad result if it holds.
Yeah. I wanted to say it, but I also don't want to jinx it, so I kept quiet. This was my prediction, though. Oh. My phone's saying something.
3-1 Toluca.
You know, we just had to speak about it, and then they go and.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Every
It's
time I
your
open
curse.
every time I open my trap, something happens, man. Maybe we are the problem. Maybe Talking Galaxy is the problem. What is Amiro Garces doing? What is Garces doing? Get him off the pitch. I don't care. Get Rindov in. Get Asenge back on loan. Fly him in for the remaining 17 minutes of the match. I don't care what you need to do. Get Garces off the pitch. He's awful. It's Paulinho again.
It looks like Toluca's subs worked out because ever since I brought on their sub, it's kind of counteracted what Vanny did with bringing Royce in.
Yeah. Oh, Peck tries. Not good enough. Toluca again. Are we great yet, guys? Make the Galaxy great again, please. Oh my gosh. This is dreadful to watch right now. We had like a little hope, and it's just been taken away.
Back to the game. The post is up. What happened to the goal? I wasn't able to watch it.
Amiro Garces. That's pretty much it. Just him being terrible. Long shot. deflection gives them another corner.
Oh, what do you at? I just reset my stream.
75-35.
All right, tell me I got 75-45.
Now. All right.
Corner for Toluca here.
Corner to
15 minutes
Luca.
left in the game.
Swung in. Nobody there. Yamane heads it out. JT will collect. 14 more minutes. 3-1. Look, it's not ideal, but I'm not going to comment on the score. You know what? I'm sorry. I'll never say another number again. I'm never going to say another
They
number.
said, "Oh, this is my prediction from earlier," and then
Yeah.
they score. I think a minute later or something. It probably wasn't even a minute. It's probably like 30 seconds later.
Royce.
Out to Peck. A little heavy of a ball. Gets there though.
Peck.
A little
Yamane.
combination there. Ade.
Ade.
Oh, two.
Yes!
Oh, let's go.
Boom! That's exactly what we needed. Julian Ades brought
Marquinhos.
life into this game. Royce taps
So
it away.
cool.
It's 3-2.
Joe Cool. Put the vibes in the chat from Joe Cool.
Oh.
3-2 low-key be good for us. I'm pretty sure he
Oh
commented
my
before the goal.
gosh. 2 away goals now, by the way.
That's massive. I just hope he's onside. Okay, he is. All good.
Yeah, everyone's on. Everyone on. That's beautiful. There we go. Ade, man. He should have started this match. He's far and away the best left back for the Galaxy. Oh, is there a handball? I don't think so.
I can see it. I didn't see one.
I don't think so. Marco Royce buries it. There we are. Here we go. "13 minutes left in this match. Minder's second leg is in LA on Wednesday.
This was the final score from the Digs, 3-2 in the Campeones Cup last year.
Yeah, it was. It was. Didn't have to remind me, but it's fine.
That's all right. I just brought back trauma for everyone.
Yeah.
I've sent everyone back 1 year in their.
I literally took my shirt off in the away section, or in our supporter. Whoa! In the supporter section.
Okay.
I've never done that before. I've never took my shirt off.
Bro, yeah.
ACB.
Someone posted that on. I think it's on TikTok or something. I'm like, I remember the exact moment Peck scored that goal. I was at an In-N-Out eating, and I remember, oh my god, we're gonna win a trophy this season. I have to go on having a horrendous season. Like, we're gonna win a trophy, and 2 minutes later, they equalize, and then another 4 minutes later, they go win the game.
Yamane off, thankfully.
Cuevas in.
Cuevas comes on. Vanny's pushing for this one. I like it. Sanabria coming on for Winder, I believe. Sanabria, I think, should have been brought into this one. Well, he should have started, but see how he does in the midfield. Tommy off. Is it Tommy instead of Winder then?
Winder's been off.
Oh, well, they put up number 22 on the board. Yeah. Oh, okay, well, that's probably what they're changing.
These are good subs from Greg. I think, obviously, these guys have been playing for 80 minutes now. This is at altitude, by the way. Like, Toluca's, I think, pretty high, if not higher than
Klaus is keeping this one in. Corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's high altitude, so we can't forget that. And these guys have been putting in an absolute shift so far. So some good rest, because you also have a MLS game at 11:45 to remind you on Saturday. You got to travel to Austin, which is absolutely crazy. How I wouldn't be surprised. I have to check the schedule, but I think some other teams that have played today are playing on Sunday.
Yeah.
Let's see. Seattle plays. Let's see. They play Saturday as well. They play later in the day and at home, so we should have the
Are you
unfavorable.
gonna do a watch along of Austin Saturday?
Nah, I'm gonna be in New York.
Whoa.
I leave tomorrow night.
You're gonna convert to a New York City FC fan or what?
No. Actually, I'm not going to, but my dad's side of the family is over from New York, so yeah,
Oh, actually,
yeah.
explains the last name. Italian.
Yep.
9 minutes left in this one. Toluca just running out of ideas, I guess. Swung the ball into box. Mayushida deals with it comfortably. Oh, what a touch. Sanabria, good clearance out of the box. Getting all these Galaxy runs LA invites you to collaborate notifications.
Oh yeah, yeah. I posted the second goal. So before I was making memes at halftime, and I had the Coffee and Baby versus Hydrogen Root Bomb one, and then the Stop He's Already Dead when we're down 2-0. But now I can't use those memes in the slideshow because
Yeah,
you're
would
actually
even
quite
used
good.
for a scrappy match.
Yeah. Into the arcades they go.
There we go. Yeah. Oh. Just belts across the face of the goal.
How'd I got the assist on the second goal, right?
Yeah. What a run, man. That might be one of the best individual runs I've seen from a Galaxy player recently. All right. Alexis Vega is off. He was an issue for the Galaxy this game.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Toluca kits are very boring.
I think this calls for a van extension, keeping this game tight.
Definitely.
I think we should sign until 2029. Give him a lifetime contract at this point.
You're thinking like the FO. I like that. Close enough. Welcome back,
Yeah.
Wilkins.
Me and Wilkins are saying 2 brain cells, so
Yeah.
whatever I think he thinks.
Yeah. There's Peck. Come on, he's pushing forward. Cuevas on the other side is trying to help him out. We need more numbers. It's just not going to have anybody in the box, but it's past one, dispossessed. Sanabria. Toluca on the counter, playing advantage. Galaxy got a few numbers back here, though. 6v4. All right, there we go. Now we drop everyone behind. What is Garces doing? What is Garces doing? What is he doing? Get him off the field.
That's a Paulino hat trick.
How is he not off? How is he not off the field? I can't. He actually stinks. He actually sucks. This is the worst individual game I've seen from a Galaxy center back in a long time, and that says something. Oh my gosh. What is he doing? I can't. This is disgusting. That's disgusting. That's actually gross. This team stinks. Gar says, what do you do? There is a review potentially. What's going on? Oh, that's so gutting. That's
Yeah,
so
we were that
gutting.
close to getting within 1 goal, taking it home, and now we are away from 2 goals. So we almost had it.
Yeah, I think they're pointing in midfield. It's going to restart, I think. Yeah, plays restart, goals confirmed. It's 4-2. 4-2 Toluca. Man, it could have been 3-2. This game it ends 3-2, and honestly, that feels like a win to me. Like, just the fact that you could get 2 away goals going back to LA and be within 1 goal, and Garces just completely ruins it.
She hasn't even posted any pictures from the game. Love that.
Garces gives up the foul, of course. I'm sick. I'm sick to my stomach. Garces cannot see the field for this Galaxy team for a long time. Oh. Oof. Yeah, that is a yellow. Yeah, that was dirty. That was dirty by the Toluca player there. Mendez. Yeah, Mendez on Ade. That. Yeah, rightfully booked for that. Oh my gosh. All right, free kick to Luca. It's almost the 90th minute. Headers just, or the ball's just too far in front of him for a header. Garces just been given time and time again to fix it because the quality is just. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's honestly one of the most puzzling things of the 2024 to 2025, I guess, /26 puzzle at this point. Is just how can a player that incredibly talented it's fall off the face of the earth? I don't get it. I don't get it. 3 minutes stoppage time. It's just jogging after that one. Do you think Garces gets the start at Austin?
No, I think because he's played full 90 first of all in altitude, so I think you probably see Hack and you probably see maybe Rindolph gets his first start, because Yoshi has played 90 as well tonight, so you
Yeah.
could see that. I wouldn't mind a Rindolph start, get him rolling, because considering the rate that Garcia is playing, I don't know if he's going to be playing much longer for the Galaxy.
I don't know if I'm at that point where I'd sell him, but it's just like it's so frustrating. No, he was never this bad in 2024, though. He was not this in 2024. Once again, it can't be revisionism. 2024, that back line was mid until Garces came in from Ventura County. Because you had Jalen Neal and Maya Yoshida, and it wasn't working out. There were two very similar type center backs, and it wasn't working out that well. Yeah, you had the Rose Bowl El Trafica that was kind of like the final straw for it. So Garces comes in, and he was great. He was great. There's no revisionism there. He was great when he first came in. I don't get it. 1 minute left in this match. That's got to be a foul, though. Yeah, they're playing advantage. Oh. Yeah, that might just do it. I think Toluca all right going into LA with the 4-2 lead on aggregate. Yeah, that's probably the final kick of the game as soon as this goalkeeper gets it up. That will do it. Galaxy fall to Toluca 4-2 in Mexico. There was an opportunity. There was things left on the plate. But at the end of the day, 2 away goals going back to LA. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I don't know. Tab, do you have any particular thoughts on this?
Give me like 2 minutes. I'm getting the full score post up on the page.
I do agree. This isn't the worst thing. If we would have lost by 3 or more, that would have been bad. But a 2-goal difference isn't unable to be turned around. It's just unlikely to be turned around against a team, of the quality of Toluca. So, we'll have to see how it plays out back in LA. The only thing that worries me about that is the fact that going to LA might shift the possession more in our favor, and I just don't think we're going to be very productive with it. It's both of our goals came off just very good counterattacks. Ade had that brilliant solo run, taps it over for Marco Royce. We didn't play bad. I think Amiro Garces definitely cost us on an individual level. It should be 3-2 on aggregate, and going, if that was the case, I mean, it's all hypothetical, but if that's the case going back to LA, I'm like, wow, like there's upset potential here. Despite the fact that, Toluca played with their food in the first half. It could have been 4-0. It could have been 3-0 at halftime. And they played with us a little bit. They left chances on the table. And we end up climbing back into this match in a fashion where it's like, okay, yeah, this isn't bad. This isn't a bad result. What did the Galaxy have to do to win in LA? Or what did the Galaxy have to win by in LA? A 2-0 result is the bare minimum to put us through. 2-0, 3-1, 4-2 would send it to extra time and then penalties, I believe. And then, yeah, 5-3 would have Toluca advancing on away goals. But a 1-0 win won't do it. 2-1 won't do it. 3-2 won't do it. 4-3 won't do it. We have to win by at least 2 goals and prevent them from scoring more than 2. So, yeah, first half wasn't good. Second half was. I enjoyed watching the second half with that match. I thought it was a very entertaining game from a neutral perspective. Man, that would have been a great game to be watching as a neutral. But unfortunately, as a Galaxy fan, it's just like, damn, we were right there. We were right there on the cusp of getting a pretty good result out of Mexico against one of the best Mexican teams. And yeah, we're going to have to let it play out. This team is going to have to go up to Austin on Saturday. And I don't think we'll have a live watch along for that one. So we'll probably win. But that's another test because it's early kickoff. We haven't won on the road since 2024. Probably rotated squad, so we'll have to see what they look like against Austin, and then they go back home to Toluca on that Wednesday. So, Tab, your thoughts on the match?
I think Garza's kind of let the team down this game. You had 3-2 going into the final, I think, 7 minutes of the game, and Garza's first of all doesn't clear, and they get the rebound, and it continues to them, and then Garza's second off clears the ball into the player who ends up getting the goal, right? Like a Rock Lee type of goal where you just 50-50 the ball and it just goes the opposition's way. And it's something that Paulino just read Garza's mind and he knew what he was going to do. And Paulino gets to tap in for that fourth goal. And if it wasn't for that fourth goal, it would have looked so good. It would have been so good if we had that 3-2, reaching a 1 goal at LA and we would have advanced, but now we got to score 2, and I don't know if this team's going to hold Toluca to 0 goals in any game. So we're definitely gonna have to score more than 2 goals at home. I do think it's likely. Hopefully, we get Painsil back for that game. We'll have to see. He is being reintegrated into the squad this week, so hopefully he plays somewhat of a role, even if it's off the bench next Wednesday. But it could have been a lot worse. A lot of Galaxy fans are predicting it was going to be a whole lot worse, myself included. So I'll take a 4-2 personally.
Yeah, I mean, 4-2, it's not the worst. It's obviously not ideal when 3-2 is right in front of us. And at 3-2, you're like, okay, I feel okay about our chances going into the second leg. It's still a bit of an uphill battle. Now you're in the deep end because, Toluca score in LA, and it's just like, yeah, now you're going to need 3. You're asking our back line to keep a clean sheet, and it all just seems very, very, very unlikely that the Galaxy turn it around, but it's not impossible. And especially with the fight that they showed in the second half, I like that a lot better. I'm praying that next time we play Toluca, that Amiro Garces is not starting. Hopefully it's Justin Hack and Maya Yoshida, even Rindov over Amiro Garces. I think he needs to take a seat on the bench for a little bit. Potentially he could be dealing with an injury that we might be talking about next podcast. We'll have to monitor that one as it goes. But yeah, he definitely let the team down tonight. But it's not the worst case for the Galaxy. 4-2. I predicted 4-1. Tab predicted
2-1.
2-1. So it met us in the middle pretty much. And yeah, the second half I liked a lot better. Who's going to the game in LA?
Not me.
I'll be there probably. Yeah, I'll probably be there.
I will say this result gives us hope. So hopefully that gives more fans the hope that they can show up and then see the Galaxy win. It's still a terrible start time, 6 p.m. on a weekday. So, I'd expect it to be somewhat empty at the Digs. I can't lie, even though we still have a chance, which sucks because if the game is 8 p.m., I think the Digs would get a good turnout. But just because at 6 p.m. start time, it's going to be pretty empty, is my guess.
Yeah, you'll have a lot of Toluca fans, I'd imagine, outside the Digs all around. Make sure everybody stay safe. You know, those opposing fan bases can be pretty, you know, toxic when they come out in numbers, but it was okay last time we played them in Campeones Cup. I have respect for Toluca. I like the way they play. It's fun watching these matches. It's just, it's a little frustrating when, yeah, just Amaro Garces just screwed it up at the end. So yeah, do we rest everyone against Austin? I would imagine it's a rotated lineup against Austin. Yeah, you agree, Ted?
Yeah, I think you'll probably see Mikovic get the start, just see like where he's at. Probably see a backline of Hack, and I think Randolph probably gets a start. I think Aude and Cuevas will get the start as well, just because they came on late in the second half, so they're more fresh. And then you probably see a midfield of maybe Parente gets a start, and then I think you probably Winder as well in there. Maybe Lepley finally gets some minutes now that he has competition that has had a lot of minutes in their tank. So maybe you see some Lepley action for the one time this season. And then, I mean, this might be the chance for Ruben Ramos to get some minutes as well for you. Because now Spento's out injured, so maybe Klaus gets a little bit of break. But, you know, there's going to be a lot of rotation. So I do think, yeah, rotations will happen.
Might be the end of the nasty Nas era.
That ended when the second loan happened.
Yeah, that was one of the eras that we've had. Yeah, shout out Julian Ade, man. He needs to also start second leg if the Galaxy have
that guy's so good.
Back.
He's really taking a step up.
Yeah, I enjoy that. If he's gonna stay past the summer, you know, using a U22 spot and a left back it's difficult when, you know, positionally you could be using it on like an attacking midfielder, but for that to be sustained, he has to take another step up, and it looks like he has, at least this game, against a very quality opponent. So we're gonna have to see him more consistently in the lineup, in my opinion. So yeah, we'll have to see.
Oh, Scarborough probably starts well. I forgot. He didn't really get a ton of minutes.
He should.
Yeah. So I think it'll probably be Parente, Sanabria, and Winder in the midfield to start at Austin.
Yeah. So serious pressure on Greg Vanny, I imagine. This Galaxy team is now staring down the barrel of the shotgun of being eliminated from CONCACAF. They have one win in MLS play, so things are going to have to start to turn around on Saturday. We'll have to see how that plays out. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for sticking with us. 2 hours, 8 minutes of a live stream. The Galaxy fall 4-2 to Toluca. You know, I know it's not ideal, but I imagine that the next leg should be hopefully a fun one for Galaxy fans, even if we fall short. So, Tab, where can people find you at?
You can find me at Galaxy Ronzale over on Instagram, TikTok, and X.
As for myself, I'm at Peyton_shot _it. Instagram at Anfield Headlines _ on Instagram. We also have a Talking Galaxy TikTok. So make sure to go ahead and follow the TikTok. If it's your first time, make sure to subscribe, turn on bell notifications. No live watch along on Saturday, but we will be back on Tuesday for a regularly scheduled podcast. So have a good night, everybody. And Amir